Hey, it's Priscilla Naomi. I'm gonna do a quick tutorial of my face. I've already done my eyebrows. I'm gonna upload and do another eyebrow tutorial on how I do my eyebrows. I already have naturally thick eyebrows, so I'm filling in and just kind of mixing them, cleaning them all up a little bit. But I'm just gonna use a couple of new products that I have with Juvia's Place, and I'm gonna put it on my face. I'm gonna use their foundation sticks that they have, and so I'll be putting all of the products that I've used in the description box so that you can kind of check them out if you want to, but other than that, I'm just gonna go ahead and get my stuff and get my face completed and prime up and everything, and then I'll be back. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face. I'm gonna use the Ulta Matte Primer just so that I can get a matte look on my face because I don't want to look too greasy with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it all over the forehead, at least those T-zone areas. Just a little bit over the eyes. All right, let's get that going here. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do my eye first. I think I'm just gonna do a simple one, like smoky eye for my eyelid. And considering since I don't want it to be too much, I just want it to be kind of simple, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Nubian by Juvia's Place. Nice. Yes, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do just some simple colorings here. Maybe use the Kenya to get a little smoky there, and maybe a little bit of the Jezebel, maybe a little bit of it, but probably will stick with the Kenya and then work my way through. They also have another palette that I really like, which is the chocolate. The chocolates by Juvia Place. I probably will take some of those and use some of those chocolates just to kind of give it that smoky eye. First thing, you just, depending on your lid, I just like to go ahead, Real Techniques, and use a deluxe crease brush just to smoke it. It don't have to be perfect. You can always clean up things with your brushes and other things like that, but I'm also going to go ahead and do another crease brush. I'm going to use a MAC 224 and just kind of blend in a little bit on the top of the areas that I want to kind of look really smoky. So I'm going to use that chocolate palette. I'm just going to go ahead and start right on out here and then work my way in, because it's just a simple smoky. I'm not going to try to do too much, just enough. And everybody has their own preferences of how they like their stuff, so you just make it work for you. You want to always just blend. You can never do enough blending. Now, one thing I did not do is the primer on the eyes, and the reason why is because I'm basically using two of the same dark kind of looking tone colors, and so I'm not worried about it not showing up or anything like that. It's just simple. And the look I'm gonna kind of go for is a little bit more natural, as much as it can be. And working it up right there. Not a lot. I'm gonna take that deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna dab it right on in the Kenya. Yeah, just gonna put it right on in there. It's first time using this one, so I'm just gonna dab it on there. not doing a whole lot. Super simple. And granted, if you do use a primer, your shadows go on more intense, so you probably use less. I'm gonna just use simple colors today. Just doing a little smoky. And just add a little bit more pop. I'm gonna use one more color from the darker chocolate. Just right in there. Blend, 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 blend. Put a little bit of the Jezebel color on there. Just to give it a little bit more. So right about the eyes right now, I do have just one of my Pro Concealer LA Girl and Fawn. Got that up there. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a little detail in there and give it a little bit of some little color, just a little bit of a highlighter. Okay. And I'm gonna blend it. So as pretty much done for the most part, then I'm gonna go ahead and take the actual SAHARAN liner, and I will line the eyes later when it gets time to do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and start my face foundation. So I have a lot of different shades on my face. So what I tend to do is to mix a couple of things together just with the foundation stick. And here in these areas, I want to make sure it's lighter, but across here, darker. So I'm going to use Sokoto. That is from Juvia's place, Sokoto. And so it's a foundation stick. And so all of these I'm using, and then Sokoto. Okay, and then I'm gonna also use, let's get that one going. So Sokoto, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the spaces that I want. And I know it's gonna look a little bit different, but it will work. Then I'm going to take Cameroon, which is also a foundation stick. Cameroon. And I'm going to put it in those areas where I tend to be lighter. And I kind of mix it in a little bit. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and I'm going to start blending the colors. So. And I'm just going to start from this. I'm using Real Techniques, Real Technique buffing brush. And I'm going to try to get all the Sokoto in there first. And then I'll come around and start buffing the Cameroon. Could use an actual different kind of, you know, maybe like a sponge. So, just to blend it in a little bit better, to give it kind of those natural highlights and lows. So. All right, now I noticed that, yeah, there was a little bit of the foundation that got in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use a concealer because I have those dark circles underneath the eyes. So hyperpigmentation, is that what they call it? So I'm gonna use the Juvia place. I did an overhaul on a lot of my makeup and really was trying to get more just black owned products for the different colors and things that they have. So I'm gonna hit and just did an overhaul on a lot of what I already had. So Juvia's place, I did just rack up with a lot of your products. So I'm using the Juvia's Place number 11, the actual I Am Magic concealer. They have different ranges of each one. I probably got so many, it don't make no sense. But for the most part, this stuff, you don't even have to use a whole lot. You can use literally just a little, and honestly, it's enough. Look at that. I mean, come on. Sometimes people just worry about getting it so perfect. I don't. I just do the best that I could do. And then see where I can do more or less. Now I'm going to take my egg and I am going to get in there. You got your blenders. Work them through. This one is semi-damp. Semi-damp. Thank you to Beauty Bakery blending eggs. I like their eggs as well. Once again, just really trying my best to support Black-owned makeup companies, producers, creators. Okay. So with the light on, it makes it look very, very light. Okay. So then I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do my under eyes. I do the Smokey under the eye itself. Helps so you don't have to be too perfect with everything. I don't like to look too perfect because I want to make sure that it looks somewhat as natural as it can possibly get. So I'm going to use a Pro Smudge Sephora brush, and I'm going to use something from the chocolate section just to give it a little bit more. I'm just going to smudge it on in there. And the great thing with me is I don't worry about getting hardly anything perfect because I can always go in and fix it. Ain't nothing that a little concealer can't fix. Okay. See it? Little concealer. Just clean the little things up. Do that. Or you can always go back to your beauty blender or your blending pick, whichever one you have. I have both. and clean it up. Okay. So as that is doing what it does, I'm gonna also take some time to literally go ahead and use the Laura Mercier. This is a translucent. I don't want to put anything with color on it. I do have also Juvia placed on that product as well as Sasha. I have it all full of baking powders, but I want to not add any color. I want it to be translucent, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that bacon. And then I'll work on my eyes. So I can basically put it wherever I had concealed. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the SAHARAN eyeliner. I like this eyeliner. It's liquid and gold, really dark, and I like it. Just to make sure that I am boom, 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 boom. So everybody's always looking for brush to use, and I'm gonna go ahead and use another one of Sephora's number 20. It comes with one, but I want to use this one. This is a really good brush. Look at that. Love the brush. Love this brush. I'm loving this brush. From Sephora. Look there. Good. Just loving it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner. right on the waterline of my eyes. I'm gonna use the Juvia Place Nubian eyeliner in the Kajal. I'll be trying to get all these words right on my waterline. Ladies, please don't pull down on your eye. With this pencil, I mean, you can really get right where you need to be without having to pull down on your eye. Look at there. So now that I have baked enough, I'm gonna go ahead and contour just a little bit, and I'm going to use Tanzania in with the same with Juvia's Place foundation sticks. Yes, the shade sticks. The shade is real. And I am just going to go over right in those dark natural creases. Sometimes you see them, it's just natural. Right on the bridge of that line, and you get it bigger sometimes, it's okay. You just work it through, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my contouring brushes from Real Techniques. And it'll just give you some warmth back to your face. Always go through circular motion. That's me. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit more warmth back. Go ahead and take care of this neck. Oops. And you can always go back through with concealer if you want. Remember when you were going ahead through and you were doing some setting, you can go ahead and put a little bit of setting powder there. So now I'm literally gonna go ahead and put a little bit over here just to make sure. And do my eyelashes. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back after going ahead and putting on my eyelashes. I just started with lashes, so it takes me a little bit of time, but I'm back. So now my face is finished baking, and all I'm gonna do about that's it. I might use a little bit more concealer just to get underneath my eye here, but other than that, I am getting close to being very done. I'm just gonna use a little bit right up in here. I'll take a little bit of setting powder and go right over it. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of the Gobi I Am Magic setting powder. I'm gonna use a little bit of that underneath my eye, just a tad. Just a tad. Go ahead and just all right, and then now I'm gonna do my blush, which I am going to use the SAHARAN Blush Volume 1 from Juvia's Place. So I'm gonna use that. I love all of these colors. They are so pretty. And then I'm gonna use my MAC 150, just because I like the way that I pat it on. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Abby, A-B. I'm gonna use that one tonight. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of lila and I'm gonna put it right on my nose. Right there. And I'm gonna take a little bit here. Lila. So that was that. I'm gonna use Colossal just by Maybelline today. Just gonna get underneath the line. ahead and hit these lashes. And then there's my lips. So I do use the Prep and Prime by MAC for the lip. Gonna use one of the MAC liners to see what color I want to put on my lip. I'm gonna use use cork. I'm gonna fill it in a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and use FAUX by MAC. There you have it, my go-to kind of look if I just want to do a quick smoky eye and I want to go ahead and get a nice little nude lip, just a little bit of blush, not a whole lot, making it work. And so that's what I like to do. So if you like what I did, and you can go ahead and follow and subscribe on my YouTube page at Priscilla Naomi, and also follow me on Instagram as well. You will see all of that information connected right here on this page. So thanks, and I hope you have a great evening.